It's Tuesday. Let's solve a puzzle. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Average grade for 3.3. That's a B+. There we go. What you see is what you get. Many rolling jarhead would be a U.S. Marine. That's a derogatory, slightly derogatory term for the Marines. Okay, weaving machine is a loom. Busy season is prom season for limo drivers. George Herman Ruth is the Bambino, is Babe Ruth. Emma Stone was in Poor Things. A sting operation at a senior center. A sting operation. That was yesterday's puzzle. Okay, a boomer or something. Okay, boomer. Repulsive is rash. And hey, by the way, I normally start off with a little bit of an intro, and I talk, and I want to see how things are going without talking, blah, 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 see if people start watching. So that's why I'm going to try this a few days. Anyhow, back to the puzzle. Let's continue. Mountain range of France and Italy would be the Alps. That's what they have there. Button on the back of many appliances, there's a reset button. One of two for the 10 Commandments is a tablet. And our friends in Louisiana are beginning to be very, very, very comfortable with those. Diva's delivery is an aria. La. Office sub is a temp. And unit of butter is a pat of butter. Boomer bust. Oh, boom or bust. Or it's a boomer bust. Okay, that works. Blue one's top erupted. Okay, what do we have here? Mission for an F is fight or flight. Get it? It's fight or flight. Or it's a fight or flight. I like it. Okay. Shall we? Let's go. Powdered wigs or petticoats. Ooh, hair or hair. I don't know about that. All right, let's go. Okay. Circular gaskets and O-ring. First call receptionist. First call to a receptionist might come in on line 1. Back when there were numbered actual lines. Christmas movie with Will Ferrell as Elf. Jock's counterpart is a nerd. How higher quality is finer. Nothing could be finer. Puerto Rico is a place. Count played by Jim Carrey. I don't know. Base card and solitaire. It's got to start with the ace. Count Olaf, maybe. Former function. Form or function. Form follows function, but what is it? Form or former fashion. Is that a phrase? Form or fashion? In no way, in no form or fashion. I guess you could say that. Pray for a mountain lion would eat an elk. Body of water north of Siberia is the something sea. I don't know. 3 sheets to the wind. You are drunk. Maybe you're stoned, I guess. Jekyll's counterpart would be hide. Some flushes and screw-ups are stylish or royal. So it's not flush. Yeah, royal screw-up, royal flush, yes. So that's not whatever I had before. The Carl C? It's not stoned. It's 3 sheets to the wind is sloshed. House of Saud, the Saudi Arabian people. Saud. Karasi, I guess? I don't know. Margarita garnish is salt on the rim of the glass. Competitor of Live Golf is the PGA. The smallest bit is a tad. Delight is glee. Quarterback's interception is passer play. Pass or play. Let's go with that. Greek, that's a rho in Greek, not a P. Stephen King and Isaac Asimov are authors? I don't know. Something to go off on a tangent. No. Go off on, I don't know. Senate helper is an aide, so it's not pass or play. It's pass or something else. Pass or error, passer, I don't know. A narrow opening is a slit. Pass or fail, that's what that is. Good one. All right. Something to go off on, I don't know. SEP and Roth IRAs. Something to go off on, I don't know. Official language of India would be Hindi. Ensemble of 8 is an octet. Oh, you go off on a rant. Oh, yes. Prolific. These are authors that wrote a lot. That's what they are. Tidy one's feathers is to preen, or maybe it's primp. I'm going with preen. They go together. A high bar at the circus is the trapeze. It is a high swinging bar. After that, then go team raw. State of confusion is the haze. Like a newbie is green. A Vietnamese sandwich is banh mi. Yum. Let's see. Big shindig is a bash. Kind of sax would be alto. English playwright Noel Coward. Uniting idea is a theme, like the theme of this puzzle. Intention is your aim. Shop till you drop. Yes, way off is afar. Doomed from the start is dead on arrival. DOA. Worn maybe red. No. Odd. No. Hairstylist foam is moose, spelled like that. Right angles bend is an L. Oh, worn would be old, yes. The capital of South Korea is Seoul, spelled like that. Long things, long odds for a long shot. Altar of vowels are I, do's, and instrument for Orpheus would be the lyre. Yeah! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Bob. Okay, that was fun. Hey, everybody. So today's puzzle, credit is given to Gary Larson and Amy Ensz. Thank you very much for making this one. In the past, I was calling those out at the beginning, but I wanted to get started on the puzzle sooner. I wonder how many people were like, oh, he's talking, I don't want to watch. But maybe if I start sooner, I don't know. We will see. Anyway, the theme today, the uniting idea for today's puzzle. I like that theme is in there. We have phrases that are normally a three-word phrase, blank or blank. But you change the or to you change that O to an E, and you change, instead of a three-word phrase, you make it a two-word phrase. So boom or bust, right? Things are going horribly or they're going great. It's boom or bust. But we change that. No, I would go great or horrible. Sorry. Boom is good, bust is bad. But we change that. Instead of boom or bust, we make it boomer bust. And then we say, hey, is there a funny way to say that? A boomer bust, a senior center. That's where baby boomers now. Many live in the senior center. Gen X is next, but we're not there yet. I did recently get an ARP card, AARP. I was invited to join, but that's not the point. That's not the point. So the boomer generation, many will live at a senior center. So boomer is slang for old person, and a sting operation could be a bust. Maybe there's some who knows what's going on illegal, and the feds are going to put a stop to it. So a boomer bust. Get it? Boom or bust. Boomer bust. All right. Then we have fight or flight. So adrenaline, also known as epinephrine, science, is the hormone that triggers the response where you're either going to fight or you're going to run away, but it gives you a temporary burst of superhuman capabilities, right? And they call it the fight or flight instinct or the fight or flight reaction, something like that. But in the case, instead of fight or flight, we make it fight or flight. So in F-16, that is a fighter, that is an airplane used in the United States Air Force. That is a fighter jet, and so a mission, that jet would fly on a flight. So a fighter flight. There we go. Then we have form or fashion. I'm not as familiar with this phrase, but I'll go with it because why not? And so instead of form or fashion, we have former fashion. And yes, powdered wigs and petticoats are consigned to the past, although they might come back. You never know. But those were powdered wigs, of course, fashionable in the 1700s. Think of George Washington if you're a U.S. person. I guess they're still around in the barristers, right, in England. But the powdered wigs and the petticoats would be like 1950s fashion, 40s, whatever, earlier 1900s. And so those are former fashion. And then pass or fail. You might take a class on a pass or fail basis, but in this case they make it pass or fail. The quarterback is a passer, and if you throw an interception, by the way, if you're not a U.S. football fan, interception is when you throw the ball and the other team catches it and they get possession of the ball. I guess that happens in other sports too, basketball and soccer. They can talk about interception, but that's not really the word. It's like a specific statistic that they keep track of, and you don't want that. That's the worst thing that can happen. They say 3 things can happen when you throw the ball, and 2 of them are bad. But yes, interception would be the worst one. So there you have it. I went kind of fast. This was kind of fun, so I'm glad that I did. Did I miss anything? Let's see. For some reason, I had a hard time going off on a rant, which is awesome because I do. Oh, soused. This was 3 sheets to the wind. You are drunk. You are soused. The Karasee. Now, I fashioned myself a guy who knows a decent amount of geography. I'm not familiar with the Karasee, which means it's time to visit. It's time to visit. Where, in fact, is the Karasee? Perhaps we'll get a Wikipedia page. Let's see. Karasee, Wikipedia page. There it is. The marginal sea of the Arctic Ocean, north of Russia and east of Nova Zembia. Okay, today I learned there's a place called Nova Zembia, or maybe in Russia, Novaya Zemlya. And from the Laptev Sea, also today I learned something called the Laptev Sea, to the east by the Severnaya Zemlya archipelago. The Kara, the Barents, and the Laptev Sea are all extensions of the Arctic Ocean north of Siberia. I've heard of the Barents Sea. So let's take a look at this. The Kara Sea is right over there. This is a polar view. This here would be Russia. This is Greenland. This is Scandinavia. Here is northern Canada. And this is Alaska. That is not a view I'm used to seeing. It's pretty cool. Here we go. Map showing the location of the Kara Sea. There's the Barents Sea. There's Svalbard, which is Norway. Franz Josef Land, part of Russia. Severnaya Zemlya, and the Laptev Sea. Wow! Yeah, I don't know these things. There's some rivers that feed eventually the Arctic Ocean. Okay. Yeah, this is the the Great White North. Take off to the Great White North. And fishing ground, although the sea is icebound for all but 2 months of the year. Exxon had to discontinue its operations in the Kara Sea. Okay. Islands in the Kara Sea. Structural map. Wow. Global weather. The Barents Sea is the fastest growing part of the Arctic. A separate tipping point from the rest of the Arctic. It could permanently disappear once global warming exceeds 1.5 degrees. Okay. All right. Oceanus Scythicus or Mare Glaciale. The glacial sea. All right, it appears with these names in 16th century maps. Closed by ice most of the year, unexplored until the late 19th century. Okay. A lot of people been there. After the Russian Revolution, then they developed the Northern Sea Route. Here we go. The icebreaker Sedov carried groups of scientists to Severnaya Zemlya, the last major piece of unsurveyed territory in the Soviet Arctic. Nuclear dumping, ooh boy. Okay, nature reserve, hey. All right, wow. There you have it. That's kind of interesting. I think that's kind of interesting. I enjoy this stuff. A marginal sea, wow, okay. All right, did I want to look at anything else about that? This map will help put it into play. Here's Russia, there's the Kara Sea, and I guess the Barents Sea. Is this one? Yeah, this one. Kara Sea. Here we go. Yeah, we got the. Look at this one. Oh, come on. And it says Barents Sea over there to the west, and the other one, Laptev, to the east. Okay, cool. So that was fun. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey to the Kara Sea, and I will see if I can think of a. Whoops, I will see if I can think of a bonus themer that fits this format. I don't know. This could be kind of tough, but I will give it a go, as they say. And I will, if I do, you'll see the title to this contains the clue. If not, you'll see the title of this contains something else. I'm not sure what that will be yet, but I hope to do it. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and you're not yet a subscriber, please do subscribe. I am Steve. This is Solve with Steve, and thank you so much, and I will see you in the future. Bye-bye.